Math Ninjas, what's up? It's Monday, October 19th. We're going to talk about solving one-step equations and a couple things that we're asking ourselves when we look at a one-step equation or any equations we're solving. And we're saying, where is the variable? Let's isolate it. Let's solve for the variable. That's what we're doing. The other thing that we're asking ourselves is what operations undo each other, right? So let's look at our first example. And the first example is x minus 5 is equal to a -1. Okay, so we're asking ourselves, even if this is mental math, it's really important that we're locking in on these steps. Where is the variable? X is right over here on the left side. We want to isolate it. Cool, meaning he's the only thing on the left side. Right now we've got a -5. So we're saying what operations undo each other? So if we're thinking what undoes subtraction, what's the opposite of subtraction? Addition. So we want to isolate x by itself. To get rid of the -5, if you will, or to zero it out, you're going to add 5 to both sides. Okay? So then what we can see, we're just building columns here, bringing down our x. -5 plus 5 is 0, right? Write it if you want. I'm not going to. X is equal to -1 plus 5. There is your positive 4. Okay? Our steps are where the variable, what operation undoes each other, addition undoes subtraction. X is equal to 4, all right? The problems get more and more complicated, so even though mental math is good, estimating is good, you need to be comfortable with these steps. Example number 2 is z plus 3 is equal to 1/2. All right, where's the variable? It's in the same place right here. Our variable's on the left side, but it's got a +3 added to it. We want to undo that. We want to undo addition. The opposite of addition would be, so we're going to subtract 3 from both sides, just like so. So now we get z on the left side. -3 plus 3 zeros out. And then we've got 1/2, take away 3. So 0.5, take away 3. There's more negatives than positives. It is a -2 and 1/2 is our answer. All right. That was our second example. Where's the variable? Isolate it. How do we undo the operation? Okay, I think you see where this is going. We got 2 more operations. Next, we're going to look at multiplication. Okay, so if we have 16 is equal to 4y. Okay, where's the variable? He's on the right side. What's going on with him? He's being multiplied by 4. What operation are we going to do to undo it? We want to isolate the variable. We want to find out what 1y is worth. So how are we going to make 4y's into 1y? We're going to undo multiplication with division by dividing by 4. Whatever you do to one side, you've got to do to the other side, right? If I'm dividing the right side of the equation by 4, got to do it by the left side of the equation 4. It's like a balance, right? If you take something off one side, it's not going to be balanced unless you do it to both sides, okay? So now our next step here in this, we get to 16 divided by 4 is 4, and that is equal to 4 divided by 4 is 1, so 1y. Write the 1 if you want to. I'm not going to. I'm just going to say 4 is equal to y. Isolate the variable, find the opposite operation, and undo it. Okay, last example. What operation is it going to be? X divided by 3 is equal to a -6. Where's the variable? Right over here. What's happening to it? It's being divided by 3. So how are we going to undo division? Multiplication. So we're going to multiply both sides by 3. Okay. So now, and if you want, you can make it 3 over 1. 3 over 1 is 3. You can cross cancel if you want. Or you could say 3x divided by 3 if you multiply straight across. I'm going to go ahead and think cross cancel because that can be really helpful. So 1 times x, 1 times 1. So you've got x is equal to negative 6 times 3, 18. A negative times a positive, a negative. So x is equal to a negative 18. Right? Okay, we isolated the variable. We found the opposite operation. So we undid the division with multiplication. Okay, 3x divided by 3 is just one single x. Write the 1 if you want to. I didn't. 1x is equal to a negative 18. All right, 4 practice problems that we'll review at the top of the day tomorrow. So I want you guys to try all of these. You got x plus 2 is equal to a negative 2. You've got y subtract 2/3 is equal to 1/3. 4m is equal to 10. X divided by 2 is equal to a negative 5. All of these things are super true. Isolate the variable, use the opposite operation to undo it, and solve the one-step equation. All right, let's go Math Ninjas.